that's either dealing with the corona pandemic firsthand, people working on the front line, etc. Today, I have someone I consider a friend and a business owner in Lynchburg, Virginia, Tyeast Blanding. How you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us the name of your business and tell us a little bit about it.
The name of the business is Nubian Citi. We've been open since June 3rd, 1996. We were an all-natural braiding salon. That's how we started off. Now we do all service. We're a full-service salon, which means that we do we have a barber shop inside of the salon. We do nails. You can get your lashes done. You can get curls. You can get whatever you want it done. In any other salon, you can get it all done in one spot.
Okay. And how long have you been in business?
Since 1996. 2 decades.
Okay. Nice. And shout out to that. Like, that's an accomplishment in itself. Did the state in any way or the city in any way prepare you for what was coming, or was it one day you were open and then another day you were closed?
Well, I kind of figured that this would probably happen. At the last day we were open was March the 24th, and we were told that we had to close down at midnight. That came about on Monday, and we were told that Tuesday was going to be our last day of being open. So we kind of knew, but we didn't know it was going to be to the extent. And there's been some things that the Board of Cosmetology is doing, as far as the governor is too, saying that we could always go to the client's house to do hair, but to me that's just not being clean either. So I'd much rather just wait and just see what's all going to happen.
Well, I guess I have 2 questions. Throughout the years, how many people have you employed, and how many employees did you have at the time of the shutdown?
Wow. Okay, so I have 6 girls that work there, and I had one guy, but I was in the middle of looking for another barber. I don't know how many people I've employed throughout the years, because oh my God, I need to write down how many people I've had employed, but I've employed a lot of people in Lynchburg. I like to look at the fact that I like to hire people that most people wouldn't really look to hire. People that have a criminal background, it's hard for them to get a job. And so I like to be that type of person to look out for those type of people.
You've definitely been that. And I just want to piggyback off of that, because you've also been a business that many people in the community have counted on to, like, host political events and other different gatherings. I remember when I was writing for the Piedmont Journal, I believe it was, that you even bought an ad, on my behalf. So you've always been that kind of person. Where did that spirit come from? Because, first of all, you just talked about how you're hiring people that a lot of people won't even give an interview to, you know what I'm saying? And you're allowing them to make a living. And then also allowing your business to be, a gathering spot, in the community for, like, a cause that you support. So how did you get started in all of that?
I think a lot of times things happen to you. When things happen to you or around you, it makes you more focused on what can you do, instead of always talking about, well, you can do this, you can do that. I like to be the person, be like, you know what, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I've always just felt like, instead of talking about it, let's just be about it. And if you see somebody needs some help, why not help them? What is it going to hurt you to help somebody else?
Indeed. Has anybody from the community reached out for support? And look, I don't mean like, they owe you money or anything like that, but just, just to check on you, as a business owner.
A lot of my clients have been really checked. They have been awesome. some of them have even forced me to put my Cash App on Facebook and to see if I can get some help paying my bills and stuff, because right now I have no income coming in. And so they have been very supportive on that aspect as far as I'm concerned. But I just feel like it's nobody's fault that this is happening. This is just happening. And I don't like to ask people for help. I don't mind helping people, but to me, to ask somebody for help, it's the worst thing. Like today, I had to call. I'm gonna try not to cry today. Today, I had to call the small business. Well, I had to call my landlord to see what I could do as far as my rent, and I had to call the bank to see what I can do as far as my car payment, because I'm not behind on anything, but next month is coming. It's day after tomorrow. So I just was trying to see what I can do to try to get ahead on some things so that I won't be stuck. I did apply for unemployment, and I did apply for a small business loan through the Small Business Association. And there's a lot of help out there. You just have to look for it. But a lot of people, like myself, that big P gets in the way, that pride thing gets in the way, and it's just hard to ask for help, especially if you've been doing things so long on your own. It's just hard to ask for help.
Yeah, indeed. Are you and any of your employees eligible for the $1,200 that the government is supposed to be sending to most taxpayers?
I'm not going to put my eggs in that basket. If it happens, it happens. But I don't think that we are eligible. I mean, if we get it, if you file your taxes, they say you're supposed to automatically get it. But if you owe the government money, their obligation is going to get paid first. They're not going to pay you money if you owe them money. So, and I owe them some money. So I don't look for me to get that money. If I get it, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to say thank you for giving it to me. But I don't see me getting any of that money. So that's why I think the SBA would probably be my best choice of getting some funding or unemployment.
Got you. And I don't want to make you cry or anything like that, but this is an emotional question. How was it to break it to your employees?
Oh, my God. I made them all watch it when he went live. When Governor Northam went live, and I was telling them, I was like, make sure y'all watch the governor's news conference at 2 o'clock so that y'all can watch and see if this is really happening and what can we do. And it was really hard. I tried to tell them we are all independent contractors. Mm-hmm. So whatever money we make, it takes care of us, not just us. It takes care of our families. It brings food on the table to every household. And if we can't do hair, then we don't have any funding, like nothing. A lot of the girls that work there, they claim that they say they work there, but they can't get like food stamps or anything like that. So the only source of paying for that, to take care of that family is the salon. So if the salon is closed for 30 days, like what are we supposed to do for 30 days? We get paid every day. You don't work every day. You don't get paid every day. You don't get nothing. So it's very hard. It's very hard. I haven't seen any of them, but I called and checked on all of them. They seem like they all figuring out a way to try to do some things, but they all got little side hustles. I love that about all of them. Everybody has a little side hustle. They making stuff and selling things online and stuff like that. So they doing okay. They doing okay.
Okay, and that's good. And the reason I ask that because from the time I first met you, and even after I moved out of the area and just watching your posts and stuff, it just really seems that you and your employees are family. Like I really get that. So that was the reason more of asking that question. And I'm not saying that employers that don't have that relation don't have it tough either, but I just know it's tougher when you truly, truly care about the people that you employ, and they truly care about you.
Yeah. That's one of the requirements to work there. That's one of the requirements. You family once you work there, even if you only work there one day, you family. And we make sure we keep it like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And people that's listening, man, this is all real. Like, this isn't stuff I heard. This is stuff I seen myself. This is people that told me that they worked for her or they were a client of either her or one of her girls. Like, told me themselves. Let's get away from you for 1 second. But this is something that's relevant to you.
Okay.
Liberty University has made national news with Jerry Jr. deciding to allow 1,900 kids back on campus. Now, I know since then about 800 have decided to go back home. But what the New York Times is reporting yesterday, that they have 12 possible cases based on symptoms from their own health department on campus, who reported that. So that wasn't rumor or innuendo. And then I'm hearing that there are even 3 students that had to be housed at a local hospital, which now uses local resources that could have been used for somebody already there. I also know that, you're big into local politics, and Jerry Jr. had a conversation with Mayor Tweedy as well as the city manager, and from what I'm reading, he misled them in regards to what his intentions were versus what he actually did. So, like, with me setting it up all like that, like, how do you feel about that? Like, here you are, trying to figure out, a way forward. You're hoping it's only going to be 30 days. You know what I'm saying? You hope it's not an extension and this don't go on and things like that. And then you have people with so much power that could be using his resources to help people in the city that's given him so much. He's deciding to defy a recommendation from city leadership.
I think it's ridiculous that we let this one entity run Lynchburg. It's ridiculous. I don't understand why we let these people have so much power. It's been needed to stop. And with these people coming here infecting the city more than what the city is already infected, because really we don't know how many people actually already have this disease. But adding more to the pot, it's ridiculous. And it's going to make it so it's 30 more days longer. It's going to be longer than it's silly of me to think that it's only going to be 30 days, especially with people not doing what they're supposed to do. But this right here has made it so that in that age generation right there, kids don't think that they can get it. So they are not doing none of the precautions that you're supposed to be doing. So it's going to get worse than what it already has, and them not putting their foot down. Somebody need to put their foot on this man's neck and let him know who's in charge of this city. I don't care how much money you got. This city belongs to the people that pay the taxes here. Maybe they don't pay the taxes.
I totally agree. Like, I just couldn't believe when I read Mayor Tweedy's statement. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this man sat up in that woman's face and lied to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just think that's such a shame. It's like, wait a minute, like, you're the biggest business, whether you want to call it a school or not, in the city, and you're talking with the mayor, and you can't even be honest with the mayor of the city that's giving you and your family so much.
They've given them too much, if you ask me. Too much, way too much.
What do you see on the other side of this? Do you see any more regulations coming down in regards to businesses like yours?
Well, I heard that Governor Northam is supposed to have another news conference today at 2 o'clock, and rumor has it that he's going to shut the city down at 5 o'clock. It's going to be a curfew, which I think that probably does need to happen. It may be if you're going to regulate everything, you need to regulate it so that only 5 to 10 people can go in the grocery store at a time. Because if you can't